Hello everyone, today I am going to teach you how to make a scratch game, and not just any game, hugely popular Geometry Dash. In this first episode we will cover how to draw that classic Geometry Dash character, and using Scratch block coding language we'll bring them to life. We'll combine that pumping sound effect and a custom design level that anyone can draw in Scratch. What's more, I got a brilliant trick to teach you how to create the Geometry Dash style scrolling effect, and it only requires 2 clones. Are you ready for this? Let's get coding. So let's get started. Now the first thing we need to do is to delete this cat sprite because we don't need this. So delete this and we'll draw our own custom Geometry Dash character. I will use the yellow color, and for the eyes I will use 2 squares. Now to copy any object, just using the selection tool, press Alt plus Shift together and it will make a copy of this. Now for the eyeballs, draw 2 circles between the squares, and again to copy this press Alt plus Shift on the keyboard. Now position it using the arrow keys, and I will use a line for the mouth like this. Now using the shaping tool I will make it smile. Now make sure you have perfectly centered it. Now this will be the player of our Geometry Dash. Now let's rename these 2 player. Now right after that, paint a new sprite and rename this to level. Now in the costume editor, using the rectangle tool, and we'll draw a rectangle floor type below the canvas, and I will use a darker color. Now after this we'll use more rectangles of lighter color to decorate it. Now copy one by one and place this in the floor rectangle. Now hold down Shift and select all of them and position it in the floor. Now using the line tool, we need 10 pixels of width and fill white color. Now while hold down Shift, draw a line above the floor. Now you'll hardly see, but it is. Now select it and position it using the arrow keys. Now we need a backdrop, so click into the stage and now convert it to bitmap, and using the fill tool we will use any color and click anywhere on the screen. Now this is our backdrop. Now position the player on the floor correctly. Now let's add a basic script for the jumping. Now drag out when space key pressed head block. Now drag out repeat 10. Now it will repeat 10 times inside the code. Now drag out change y by 10. So 10, 10, 100. Now in the next we need -10. So this is a basic script for the jump. But later on we're gonna add gravity, collision detection, etc. Now for now let's press the space key and you can see our player can jump now. This is perfect. Now the next thing is to click onto the level sprite. Now we need a variable, basically a global variable. So we'll rename this to scroll speed for the speed of the level. Press OK. Now in the level sprite, we'll have to set the positions. Now drag out when green flag is clicked. We'll set scroll speed to a negative value, say -10, -8 or anything, because our level will be scrolling in the negative sides. Now drag out go to x0, y0. Now right after that, we need to switch the costume to the first one. Later on we'll be cloning them one by one. For now switch costume to 1 and inside the forever loop. Now drag out change x by scroll speed variable. Now let's press the green flag. You can see it is scrolling and it's stuck in the edge. This is a common problem with the scrolling games in Scratch. Now it is easy to fix. Using the rectangle tool, draw a large rectangle with no border like this and center it in the canvas. But make sure you make it transparent. Now this is crazy, but it will done our job. Press the green flag and you can see it don't stuck in the edge, but this is not so cool. So we will check here inside the forever loop that if the x position of the level is less than the left side of the screen, whatever this is. So drag out if x position is less than. Now in here we're gonna put negative 480 because it is the left side of the screen. And if it is, then we will change the x of the level by 960, the double of the screen. Later on I will explain it. Now drag out next costume and next costume. I will explain it deeply, but you do like this for now. Now duplicate the first costume. And for clarity, let's write in the first costume 1 and in the second costume I will write 2 to see that it is perfectly scrolling. Now right after that, let's press the green flag. You can see this is the first costume, and again this is the first costume. It is not so cool. Now why this is happening? Let me explain it deeply. You can see this is the level sprite and it is scrolling. Now the gap that needs filling, what this is, we will use here a new second level sprite. Now it will fill that gap. But we need many level sprites, but I won't do that because it is so hard because we'll need so many sprites. But what if we use 2 clones? The first one will scroll, it will hold the new place, and it will switch costume to the next, and it will again fill the new place. So we're gonna use cloning factory here in this game. So let me explain. This is 480 pixel, the scratch canvas. And this is negative 480 pixel, the left side of the screen. And if we double it, this will be 960 pixel. So we will use this logic here in the coding. Let's do it. So in the coding tab, remove this forever loop. And after the switch costume to costume 1, drag out create clone of myself because we will use clones. Now next costume, because we will switch to the next costume, and we will change the x by 480. Now duplicate these 3 blocks because we need this again. Now in the forever loop, we will not use green flag, we will use when I start as a clone head block. So this will fix our job. Now let's press the green flag. Wow, look at this. It is scrolling perfectly. This is the first costume. This is the second costume. But later on, to clear the bugs, let's hide the original sprite. When green flag clicked, hide. And when I started the clone, we will show that. Now let's test this. Now you can see it is perfectly scrolling. Now if you add in more costumes, then just go to the level editor and duplicate one of the costume and you can add. So, thank you for watching this tutorial and I will see you in the next one.